Why our minds are so powerful, and we can use our mind as a tool to help us in anything. If you want to create a dream, if you want to create something that truly makes you happy, then you imagine it into existence. And this is another example of your mind-body connection in action, because not only does your mind affect your body, but your mind affects your external space as well. It affects your future because, and this is the thing to get, you are electromagnetic. Okay, and what does that mean? It means your electricity, means that you are a current, a vibration, just like electricity. So you vibrate at a certain frequency. And you are also magnetic, which means that you draw things to you. You are electromagnetic. And so to create things that you desire for yourself in your future, you have to think it and feel it into being your future. So this is how powerful you are. When you think of something, it changes your body chemistry. It changes the way that you vibrate. It changes your electromagnetic energy. So if you want something in your future, you have to vibrate it. Because remember, you are magnetic. You are drawing it to you. Like attracts like. Just like a magnet, you are no different. And so if you want a certain outcome for your future, imagine it first. Believe it's possible. Really believe it as if it is going to happen, like with no doubt, like the placebo effect, with no doubt. This is going to happen to me. So you imagine it into being. So not only does your body prepare yourself for it, but you send out these electromagnetic waves into your space, into your future, that draws it to you. And that's how powerful you are. I cannot stress it enough. And this is probably why unconsciously you have been creating things in your life that maybe aren't what you want, because you've been thinking it. And how often do we think thoughts that we don't want to happen? Like, you think, I really don't want that to happen, and it happens, yeah? And when we think it enough, it will happen. So just by you imagining something will happen, you will create it. And it's not conscious. Most of it is unconscious. We operate 95% out of our unconscious programming. And what does that mean? That means that actually we're pretty much out of control, because our body just operates on automatic pilot. And we only operate kind of 5% out of conscious choice. However, we can switch that around. We can switch around. We can operate 95% out of our conscious and only 5% out of our unconscious. And how do we do that? Well, first of all, we've got to believe it. First of all, we've got to understand that this is what we're doing. We've got to understand that this is how we are attracting things to us that perhaps we don't want in our life. And so our programming, the way that it works, the way that we have been programmed, is that we have been downloaded information, right? We're a bit like a computer in that respect. We download information, and usually very much from our early years. So from the age of 0 to the age of 6, we download most of our information. And that information is often stuff that keeps us safe, yeah? So it's things that we learn to keep our bodies safe. So we might have learnt some very unhelpful things, and they're not even conscious, yet we believe they are true because we've downloaded them to believe that they're true. So for example, we might have been told off as a child, or we might have been told you're not good enough, or you might have been told that you have done wrong and you're a bad person. And so we absorb all this information, and guess what? We grow up believing that this is real because we've downloaded it into that 95% unconscious programming, and then we end up reliving those experiences because we're attracting it to us. Remember, we are electromagnetic beings. So by having an experience in our past, and our unconscious remembers it, then we are more likely to keep repeating those patterns because we believe them to be true. You have the power to transform your life. You have the power to transform your health, your body, your posture. You can create your dreams. Just think of of your wildest dreams. You can create this just by changing your thoughts and your beliefs. It's so simple. And you have the power to do this. We all have the power to do this, and I will show you how.